Hey friends, we are going to start a little bit of a grocery challenge today. One of my best friends has recently gone through some stuff anyhow, needing a little help, a little inspiration, encouragement on grocery budget, meals at home, on the cheap. So anyhow, what we're gonna do is $50, $50-ish dollars for 14 days. And her kids have breakfast and lunch at school. So, you know, they need dinner and then they need like breakfast, lunch, and dinner on weekends. And she works night shift, but I've tried to figure out like breakfast enough for her to have something every day and then leftovers for her to take for lunch at work overnight. Anyhow, what I did was I took a piece of paper and I made my menu on one side. That's the first thing I did. And then on the other side of the paper, which I mean, I had it folded out flat, but on the other side of the paper, I wrote down everything that I need to make that menu. And I pulled up my Walmart app and I wrote down the price right here next to each item from the Walmart. And this is real life. Sometimes you have to go to multiple stores. Some people can shop just all at one store. However, there are several things that I find I can go get a better deal, like larger quantity, better price, you know, just whatever at Walmart versus Aldi. So I'm starting at Aldi, and when I go in, I'm going to write down each price of everything next to, I got Walmart here and I got Aldi. So I'm going to write it down, and then whichever place is cheaper is where I'm going to get it from. And one important part that I wanted to show you or tell you, and I'll flip this around and show you better at home, how I started, what I needed was I put my meat separate right here. See, the meat goes completely separate. The first thing I write down that I need for the grocery list when I make a menu is the meat. So I always keep the meat separate. I actually budget meat separately in my grocery budget. Like, I budget $50 a month for meat, period. $100 a month for groceries, $50 a month for meat. And we're gonna do a month for $100 right now. We're gonna do 2 weeks for 50 and then the next 2 weeks for 50. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyhow, I do have right in the middle of this, I have wrote down here, get stuff for apple snicker salad, because my sister is having a barbecue tomorrow, hayride, that kind of thing, and then we're going to get redneck and go to the demolition derby. My cousin's sons are participating in the demolition derby for the first time, so we're excited about that. But anyhow, I'm going to bring an apple snicker salad dessert to the barbecue, and we are going to actually start this menu on Sunday. Today's Friday, so I'm just getting this because I'm in town and I don't want to have to come back. But our 14 days is going to start on Sunday. So we'll just ignore my apple snicker salad note right there. I just didn't want to have to bring 2 lists, and I didn't want to have to, I didn't want to forget it. Anyhow, let's get into the Aldi. Okay. It is hot here. I don't know why. My ponytail is not my hair, but it's about to be. Anyhow, success at the Aldi, we spent $37.40 before tax, $39.42 after tax. So, not bad at all. We managed to, I wrote on the, I'll explain it all when I get home, or I'll show y'all. But anyway, we kept track of the difference of what everything costs, like I said I was going to do. And because we managed to save so much more going to Aldi, we were able to get a 10-pound sack of potatoes at Aldi instead of a 5-pound sack at Walmart. And also a 2-pound sack of pinto beans, dry, instead of a 1-pound bag of pinto beans from Walmart. So that's exciting. Off to the Walmart, which is just right up the road here. Ah! Bumps! Ah! Walmart on a Friday is crazy! Anyhow, we went to the Walmart with success. Our subtotal was $17.47, and our total after tax was $18.59. So that puts us right in the ballpark of what I wanted to spend. And like I said, I'll show you all my list and stuff better when we get home. The food and all was less than $50. All of the food. The only thing that made me go over $50, and I did this intentionally, I decided I'm not somebody who likes to drink water all the time. So at the bottom of my list, the last thing I added when I was making my list was tea bags and sugar, which was $5 and something, almost $6. So I added that extra $6 in for some tea and sugar, which will last well over 2 weeks. It's 100 bags of tea and I use 2 for a half gallon of tea at a time, and then half a cup of sugar. So that'll last like the whole month. So in 2 weeks, I will not have to spend that extra $5 or $6 for the tea. Still be within $50 for the food. I'm excited. Let me show you something else that I got. Justin actually got it for me today. This has nothing to do with our budget, but I'm excited. Look at this cute little cup he got me. And actually, the store we went to, the little, what are those called? Boutique? The little boutique that look at the little braids. There's a little piece of pumpkin pie over here. Let me show you. Look at the pumpkin pie. The store that we went to, actually, one of my childhood friends, Corey Joe, makes these cups. And her mama was working in there, and I asked her if these were some that she made, and she had made every one of them that was in there. So, of course, I got one. He let me pick one out. Yay! Nothing to do with us saving on our groceries, but he let me get one. Okay. Benjamin. All right. If we can get Benjamin to leave us alone. Don't do it again. Look, we're in the holiday spirit. I broke out my Halloween bags that I got on clearance last year at the end of the season. Anyway, our groceries are in these, and then we got our cooler. We are home. I'm going to set everything out and show y'all. All right, here we are. I've got everything set out for us. I've got everything that I got from Aldi on this side, from the eggs over, and then this little bit is what we got from Walmart. Okay, here's my receipts. Let me swap these here. At Walmart, we spent $17.47 before tax. We spent $18.59 after tax. And at Aldi, we spent $37.40 before tax and $39.42 after tax. So that brings us to a total of $54.87 before tax and $58.01 after tax. Now, I wasn't worried about the taxes, and I wanted tea and sugar to drink. But if you take out, if you're not in a state where you have to pay taxes and your prices are the same as mine, hopefully, they will vary a little bit, I'm sure. But if you pay close attention, you can make this work, okay? If you take out the tea and sugar because you're okay with drinking water all week and all you've got is a $50 bill to get you through the next 2 weeks, this $54.87 before tax, if you don't pay tax in your state, will turn down to $49.79, okay? If you've only got a $50 bill and you're in a state that charges taxes like mine, I know every tax is different, but had I been worried about the taxes and I only had a $50 bill, I would take out my tea and sugar, and I would get 1 pound of pinto beans, 5 pounds instead of 2, 5 pounds of potatoes instead of 10, and 1 yellow onion instead of a whole sack of onions. Now, these all are at Walmart because at Aldi, they only sell the 2 pounds of pintos, the 10-pound sack of potatoes, and they only sell like a bushel of onion, right? So I wrote Walmart here next to this. Okay, so you can screenshot that if you need to, okay? Here's this, a little better look at that. You can screenshot it if you need to, see what you would get. And then there's my entire Aldi receipt, so you could also screenshot that if you'd like. Now, I'll go over everything that we got. Let's start at Walmart. With our meat, we got 2 pounds of ground turkey. And then this bag of chicken drumsticks. I made sure I wanted a bag that was nice and vacuumed shut. So I got the chicken drumsticks. I got some stadium-style cheddar cheese dip. We're going to use this to make grilled cheese, and it will go a lot farther. We can put this on some taco soup and some things like that we're making. Chili-ready diced tomatoes, some mixed chili beans. I am going to make a pot of chili with some of the dry beans that I already purchased, but I wanted this to add a little bit of flavor. It's got the chili sauce in there. It'll just really help with the flavor. And then I got this for salsa. This is $1.18. And it's just fired roasted tomato salsa. It's just in a can instead of a jar, and it's much cheaper. I think the cheapest, don't quote me on this, but I think the cheapest jar salsa I could find was $2.32 or $2.62. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But anyway, I found this in the tomato aisle next to these chili ready tomatoes. And if you search for it on the Walmart app, I found it under Great Value Fire Roasted Tomato Salsa. So we're gonna try that out. And then I got small red kidney beans. I thought the small ones would go a lot farther than if I got a pound of the just big red kidney beans, or they're called light red kidney beans, but they're larger than these. So got small red kidney beans, and I got 1 pound of rice. I did debate getting the rice at Aldi, and they only sell a 3-pound bag at Aldi. But in order to stick to my budget, I just got the 1 pound, and this is what I originally had planned. So I think that'll be just fine. So that's all for Walmart. And over here at Aldi, we got a dozen eggs. I do have eggs coming out of my ears from our chickens, but I wanted to stay true to trying to help my best friend with a $50 grocery budget. And I wanted to be able to show the receipts to her and give her the options of what to change. So I did get a dozen eggs because I really truly want to be able to help her and anyone who might be watching this video, okay? I needed something to fry taters in because I'm gonna be frying some taters, I'm gonna be frying some eggs, and I thought this would be the best thing. I don't care what I'm frying it in as long as I'm able to fry it in something. So we got this. It's just like margarine or fake butter, or what is it? It's 50% vegetable oil spread. It'll do the job. Baby carrots, 1 pound. I had 1 pound of like fresh long carrots in my buggy on my Walmart app for I think 98 cents. These were actually 89 cents for 1 pound at Aldi, and I looked at Walmart. This 1 pound bag at Walmart is $1.24. Yikes. Okay, 2 bags of green beans, a bag of sweet peas, and 2 bags of sweet corn. I do think you can get canned vegetables for cheaper. However, I prefer frozen. In the long run in life, blood pressure, hypertension, just health in general, I prefer to do lesser sodium now, and I just like the flavor of these better. Anyway, that's just my preference. I did get the head of lettuce from Aldi. It was more expensive at Aldi, however, they were larger at Aldi, and they were not sold by the pound, they're just sold each. So I was so glad I went ahead and got this at Aldi. A loaf of bread for some grilled cheese and some egg sandwiches. We got our 10-pound sack of taters instead of our original planned 5-pound. We got a bushel of onion. We got some taco seasoning, and yes, I did get the 25% less sodium. I'm gonna make my own taco seasoning one of these days, but not today. Some ranch seasoning, some barbecue sauce, soy sauce, 1 can of cream of chicken, a box of buttermilk. I made sure to get the just add water. Buttermilk pancakes. I made sure to get the just add water kind. Chicken stuffing, some nacho cheese, knockoff Doritos, 3 boxes of mac and cheese, and then our 2 pounds of the pinto beans, which grew from 1 pound. And then, like I said, I don't like to drink water the whole time. I do drink water every day, and I make sure I keep a glass of water with me at all times. However, I do like to have something with flavor, like when we have our meals or just whenever. So anyway, I like to keep a gallon of tea, or a half a gallon of tea in my fridge. I was having a gallon, but because this baby is over $3 a bag, I have tried to cut our sugar intake down. And so we are on our tea. We have went from a gallon to a half gallon. Look at my dog toys back here in the background. So anyway, that's everything that we got for groceries to stick to this $50 budget. Like I said, you can completely take out this tea and this sugar and just get these. Now, you can make this turn into a pound at Walmart. You can turn this back into 5 pounds at Walmart. Instead of getting a bushel of onions, you can just get 1 onion at Walmart. Anyone who shops at Aldi's knows that they sell a little bit bigger quantities. It does take a little bit more money sometimes. If you want the individual or smaller stuff on some things, head over to the Walmart. Okay, let me show you my little list here. It's all scribbled on now, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have to make it work through the rest of when I get ready to start cooking these on Sunday when I start my 14 days. But anyhow, this is what I did. I wrote down Walmart here, and on my app, I wrote down everything. I had it set to the Walmart in my town. I wrote down all the prices. And then at Aldi, I took this pen and wrote down all the Aldi prices next to it. And then I kind of marked it out whenever I put it in the buggy to make sure I got everything. But this is just my little note about my apple Snicker salad. Just pretend that ain't there. And this is my menu. Okay, we're gonna make pancakes with butter syrup. I'm just gonna melt some butter, put some sugar on top. Gunner actually likes pancakes with no syrup, no peanut butter, no nothing. So if someone wants like syrup, we're just gonna melt some butter and put a little sugar on top. It'll be fine. We got hamburger mac with veggies, taco salad, chicken fried rice, taco soup, grilled cheese, pancakes, a chicken potato soup, brown beans and taters, a burrito bowl, an egg sandwich with fried taters, chicken stuffing casserole, one night for leftovers, a barbecue chicken with veggie, and you can have mashed potatoes or fried potatoes. I'll probably use a little bit of mayonnaise and mustard and make a tater salad, but you don't have to do that. And then some chili. Now, when I was in the store in Aldi, I would write the price down here, and if it was cheaper, what I was doing is I was writing how much we were saving on the back right here. And once we saved enough to make up the difference for this 10-pound sack of taters versus the 5-pound sack at Walmart, I would draw a line here and I would say this is how we're paying for the taters, okay? Making up the difference. Same thing with the beans. Once I saved enough in the store to pay for this 2-pound bag of beans, I drew a line and wrote that we paid for a 2-pound bag of beans. And then this 9 cents, I paid for this big old head of lettuce. And then we had saved that much more, and then I didn't have to change anything else out. We had got the onions, which I had priced that already. But anyhow, that's everything that we got. Oh, one more thing, has nothing to do with my grocery budget, but my household budget is $40 a month, and the kids have one of these shower heads in their shower with one of these hose things, and I was cleaning their shower the other day, and then I took it off and just rinsed the shower off, and I was like, I need one of these in my shower. So this thing was $35. We got the one with the 6-foot hose, and we have 2 shower heads in our shower. I'm gonna put that sucker in there. So I have $5 left for household if we were to need anything like shampoo, toilet paper, toothbrush, toothpaste, you know, household items. Right there is, that's what I've got left after buying $35 for this. I got distracted, sorry. Anyhow, I think I've rambled enough. So this is my grocery haul, and if y'all want to come back, I am going to be looking for it. I'm going to post a video of everything that I've made with all of these. You've seen the menu, so you can come back and see if you want to see how I cooked all these and how well this week has gone. I'm excited to have 10 pounds of potatoes instead of 5. 5 pounds was gonna work, but 10 pounds is even better. I'm excited to have 2 pounds of beans instead of 1 because 1 was going to work, but 2 is gonna be even better. And then of course, the more onion you have, the more flavor you have in something that might have been just kind of like here it is, it's a rough week, we're short on stuff, we're short on cash, we're short on money, throw it in, it's still gonna taste good, okay? But I better get this cold stuff into the freezer and quit rambling. What I am gonna do right now, as part of my prep, I am going to open up this bag of chicken drumsticks, and I have on my menu 3, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 meals with chicken. I'm going to separate these out into 4 different baggies, and I'm gonna put them in the freezer, and when I get ready to cook them, I'll thaw them and cook them to use individually, but I'll have them separated out into the 4 different meals that I need them for. All right, I think that is enough rambling. And I got off work this morning and I am super sleepy by now. It is 4 o'clock and we'll be here in half an hour. I probably won't get a nap in, but I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna put this cold stuff up. If y'all want to see how I cook these meals, what meals I put together for this and how well it goes, if we stayed full, whatnot, come back, hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and leave me a comment, all right? And I wanted to say one more thing. Oh, besides that my nose is itching. Tonight, we're having leftovers. What do you think the best thing about leftovers is? Leave a comment before I say it. The best thing about leftovers, the best thing about leftovers is they are free. Free! Yep, that's the best thing about leftovers. All right, we'll see y'all in the next one. Watch for my cooking videos.